guys.
Hello.
How are y'all? How was your week? You just got back from New Orleans.
I did.
You had fun, right? Mostly?
Mostly. It was stormalicious.
Oh my god.
So, personal reasons had to go there.
Uh-huh.
Right? Not by choice.
Not your business either.
Not your business. But I had to go there.
Uh-huh.
And they scheduled this thing I had to be there for right after 12th night began.
Mm-hmm.
Right after a Saints home win.
Yeah.
I passed the losing team on the way home. And I get a notification when I get to my hotel room that the losing team's head coach has been fired. And I'm like, I wonder if they did that when I passed them on the bus. I wonder. And I have to apologize for Saints fans because people know my B team is the Saints, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, so there's like this thing for the Super Bowl where they have like, yes, you definitely made it into the playoffs. And then they have these like, oh, wild card, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Saints won, and they're like, oh, wild card slot. And then my A team, the Packers,
Yeah.
they won. And they went, oh, sorry, Saints. Packers took your spot in the wild card. Like that.
Oh, no.
So not only did I go to a Saints home win that ended up meaning nothing, it was my team's fault that it meant nothing. So sorry. Kind of.
I wouldn't be. Own it. They're the B team for a reason.
Yeah.
When was the last time the Saints won a Super Bowl?
2009. Yeah. To be fair, I've been a Saints fan since 2006, but I've been a Packers fan since I could toddle. So, you know.
Yeah.
It is looking possible
For
what I told you. No.
The clash.
Yes.
The clash of the clans.
So you may have to come over.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at me if you make me go to a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
And I just go, woo, sports!
Yeah.
We have
already decided that if it lines up that way, we are throwing a party. My team may play his husband's team. So
yeah.
Depending on what happens
the
following weeks.
I'm gonna be that girl from the TikTok who just pulls broccoli out of her pocket.
Yeah. Actually, I just pictured you sitting with your back to the TV, eating popcorn and nachos, staring at me and husband. Like, that's the show.
Yeah.
That's the show.
Honestly.
Let's be honest.
Honestly.
House divided.
It's gonna be iconic. Star-crossed lovers. Yes. Both teams alike in fair dignity. And fair Annie's house where we lay our scene.
Oh, Ravens fan, oh, Ravens fan. Where art thou, Ravens fan? We should not be allowed to have a show.
I disagree wholeheartedly. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the show,
horror
though.
movies.
Yeah, horror movies. This week's theme is birthday movies in honor of the birthday girl.
3 days.
It's technically early. It'll be post your birthday once this comes out, right?
It'll be on my birthday.
On your
when this
birthday.
comes out.
Yeah.
So
everybody, if you're watching this and it's the 13th, tell Annie happy birthday.
yeah.
You know, our social medias, they're up there. It's Tave Horror on everything.
Exactly.
And she does most of the social media, so she'll see it before I do anyway.
Yeah, and then I'll screenshot it and be like, oh my god, look, somebody tell me happy birthday.
Exactly. So make me get screenshots.
Yeah.
Tell her happy birthday.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to dive into it with the
please.
stinker of the week.
Oh my god.
See No Evil 2.
I wanted to be like, this shitty movie was awesome. I was not. My wife was in it.
Yeah.
My wife was in
Your
it.
wife was in it. I don't have any notes for this one. I do have one comment.
Okay.
And that is under the trivia on the IMDb page.
Yeah.
It says that they struggled to fill the time
I saw
slot. And it shows. And it shows.
130 mark, and it still feels too long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the guy, the like douchebag surfer
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
Hallmark.
Oh, I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, Hallmark. Ginger again.
Yeah.
We had Ginger again.
Mm-hmm.
We already did the Dead Body movie. Oh, we already did did the dead body movie. Jacob, not Jacob Goodnight, anything but that. A pimp named Slickback. Oh, because they kept saying Jacob Goodnight.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then... Oh, I was making fun of Ginger's line delivery. Jacob Goodnight. Right?
This was a grating movie to watch.
That's not sin, it's boobies. What?
It's not a sin, it's just boobies.
That's not sin, it's boobies.
Were you on Tumblr?
No.
Tumblr banned female presenting nipples.
I have so many of mine that come back flagged, and I'm like, no, and they're like, oh, you're right, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a terrible hiding spot.
I'm shadow banned on Tumblr.
Huh?
I'm shadow banned on Tumblr.
I thought I was, and then, like, my followers doubled by, like, not doubled, but I've gained, like, 1,000 followers.
Are they real or are they porn bots?
No, they're real.
Good job.
Yeah.
They still won't let me have a profile picture.
You know, I have over 11,000 followers on Tumblr.
I've got, like, I think we've done this on a Patreon before.
Yeah.
I think I have, like, 700,
Yeah.
maybe?
I have
500, probably?
11,082 last time
Yeah.
I checked. But remember when they deactivated me?
Yeah.
I had like 10,000.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm back. All my followers are back.
Yeah. I remember we did do this on a Patreon
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, hey, you're back on Tumblr.
Yeah, look at that.
And that's how we found out. Yeah, See No
See No
Evil
Evil
sucked. It sucked.
It was horrible.
You're not missing much.
You know, Danielle was great. She owned it. She was fabulous. I love her.
She did the best that could have been done
Yeah.
in a really, really not good situation.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
The first one was better. And you know, I think that's just nostalgia talking.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it really was that much better. Allison's birthday.
My first note is Arnar.
Arnar. Arnar. This is another one that had that personality.
Yes. That wasp. That wasp Ouija. That was Scrabble Cup. Oh, that wasn't Ouija. That was Scrabble Cup.
Yeah, it was.
They were playing Scrabble Cup?
Yeah, they just had like little Scrabble
Tiles
tiles
in
all
a
around
circle.
and used a cup and it would just bump the letters. But like, I guess it's intention that matters.
I guess.
Like, I don't have a tall black tube candle.
Oh,
Candle.
Candle. Okay.
You know otherwise.
Yeah.
But I do have black birthday candles.
Mm-hmm.
And they work the same. It's intention.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it. I was watching this and I was like, have I seen this? I don't know. And then that bookshelf fell on her friend and I went, yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I've seen this one.
I think Myrna had asthma.
Demon has asthma? The brain cell.
There's like this scene where they're like sitting around and it's supposed to be like spooky.
It's like a
and,
spooky Stonehenge
and
thing.
All you hear
It's
is like someone get her.
Oh my God,
some
get her a lozenge.
Alicorn.
She's a lozenge.
And then I did ex-collie Myrna.
Ex-car Myrna? What?
See, this is the dangers of us watching the same movies every week. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, our notes are the same. I swear I looked away for an hour and didn't miss anything. That's true.
I have Allison is the girl that thinks she's the main character. Like, she just so happens to be the main character, but,
Yeah.
like, in real life, she's not.
Yeah.
But she...
No.
Uh-huh.
And then she, like, it got kind of like Pet Cemetery at the end.
Yeah, a little.
But then kind of like Skeleton Key, I
And also,
think.
little sprinklage of Freaky Friday.
Yeah, like... I don't understand. Like, I understand. I just don't understand.
I just don't understand. Was the audio super glitchy when you watched it? Or was it just me?
No, it was.
Okay.
As swamp zombies? Why did I say swamp zombies? This is another week where I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched all of these in like 2 days.
My last one says it's an Amish run. I don't know what it
So
means.
do you remember when we did that episode and I was afraid that I was going to offend
The Amish community.
Amish community?
And it makes me think, this is so niche, but if anybody will get it, it's gonna be you.
Okay.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yes.
The blooper reels.
Okay.
Where they make a joke about dead people, and the producers call, cut, we can't use that. And Ryan Stiles goes, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of dead people calling in to complain.
Like, we can't...
Like, we can say anything about the Amish.
Yeah.
Well, no, but there are those teenage Amish.
Springer.
No, but there are teenage Amish kids that are sneaking phones into the Amish village. I've seen them on TikTok.
Wait, isn't there that Amish girl that cooks on TikTok?
Yeah.
I see you.
There is one.
I see you.
There was another one that she posted something, like she was filming, and it was like, how to explain to your parents why your bonnet's buzzing at dinner, because she had her phone. And so she's filming it with a phone, right?
Yeah.
And then reaches into her little bonnet and pulls out another phone. And all the comments were like, girl, you have not one but two phones? What's going on? And she just posted a little devil emoji. I'm obsessed with these girls.
It reminds me of the... And I'm going to say this, and if you get offended, it's because they're in your closet. Okay? Pentecostal girls with your devil jeans hidden in the back of your closet. Mm-hmm. I see you. I see you. Okay? So these Amish girls with their phones.
Good tea.
I see you. I see you. I don't see you, but I see you.
I also follow a guy on TikTok who helps... Like,
oh no! I don't like where this is going.
Okay, so his dad was Amish. He grew up Amish.
Okay.
His dad committed suicide.
Oh.
And
this one's sad.
It's sad. And so when he was buried, he can't be buried with the rest of the Amish people.
Right.
And so when this man would go to visit his dad's grave and he'd put flowers on it, he'd walk out of the cemetery, wait for like 10 or 15 minutes, walk back in, the flowers that he left on his dad's grave were gone.
Aww.
Because the Amish would be like, no, he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. He's shunned.
He shunned. And I think he eventually just planted wildflower seeds all over the place, which is beautiful. But he also helps this other man, and they will, like, Amish kids will be like, slip $50 or $60 in a little envelope, leave it under a fence post. He'll come get the money, put phones there for them, so that they can work on deprogramming and get out.
Contraband. Okay, so I'm one of these people who, like, I'm not going to name them, but, like, these certain sects are definitely sects, like Bo Burnham says, religious sects, okay, are definitely, like, cults.
Yeah.
Right? I still haven't, like, figured out with the Amish.
Right? I feel like if it's something you willingly want to do, fine. Don't force your kids to do it.
Right, but, like, it's one of those things that, like, I'm, like, hardcore against indoctrination and things like this. But
also, if my kid ever voted Republican.
Right, but, like, you're born Amish, that's what you do. But, like, show me where in the Scientology packet they can go, like, take a hike for a year and a half and see what it's like. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, Allison's birthday was kind of not great.
It was better than See No Evil 2.
Worse than this movie.
Worse than everything else that we have this week. Okay, the next one is Bloody Birthday.
I didn't hate this one.
I didn't hate it either. It was my first time seeing it.
So when I told you, like, in the beginning, I was like, just can mute it, and then you're good for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I turned it on, walked out of the room to make a coffee, came back and was like, I guess I missed it. Okay.
That's what I did for Clown. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go hang some clothes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Death by shovel and string, I guess.
My first note is, oh my god, kill this kid already, because he was doing the ambulance game. The, say red light when you want the ambulance to stop, and then, when have you ever seen an ambulance stop for a red light? So I said, oh my god, kill this kid already, and then went, thank you.
Yeah. Does anybody know what the word murder means? Oh, the cop who was, giving this speech that made it feel like an after-school special.
Yeah.
Of course it was Annie.
Of course it was.
Oh, and then the I dismiss you, not the bell bullshit.
Oh my god, hateful. My third note is hateful ass teacher.
Yeah.
Second note, however, I'm trying to decipher.
Okay.
It says, third rock from the sun, woman. I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Okay.
So before hateful ass teacher, but after dumb kid cock.
Woman.
I know what it was.
Okay.
I've deciphered it. I think there was a song on, and I think it said the word woman. And my reaction to hearing the word woman in a song is the third rock from the sun episode where Tommy starts a rock band.
Okay.
And Harry's like auditioning to be the singer. And he goes, woman! Woman!
But he does that hairy full body
Uh-huh.
like, woman!
And like squinted, you can't see it.
Yeah.
So it's like, woman!
Yes.
That's what third rock from the sun woman means.
Nipple heavy.
Oh, I wrote, my brains are also in my bra.
Yeah. Oh, I said where'd they get the video of me in my room?
Right? I felt the tag.
She is like getting it.
She's vibing.
Getting it.
She's
That's me when I get dressed.
right.
Who doesn't do that?
You've got to have I feel like every girl has a handful of songs
Yeah.
that just pump them up when they're getting ready.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah. Redbone, Antimatter.
Mine's Pop,
Uh-huh.
which is it Pop? Hold on, give me a second. You gonna like me when I pop? Yep.
Yep.
There's that one. There's one by T-Mar.
Oh.
And it's Tick. You know T-Mar. You know her.
Especially that song. That and One Job, I'm like,
One Job gets me
baby.
so heated. I realize, look, when I sing it, it's, you only got one job. The fuck? I'm gonna sit peacefully for those 2 seconds. I can't say nothing, and I'm gonna blissfully say nothing.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I
But
could
Tick. If I want to leave the house feeling like a baddie, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna start with Pop.
Yeah.
We're gonna with Tick.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get there with Tick,
Yeah.
and then this is so bizarre.
Okay.
You're gonna laugh at me.
Probably not.
Tusk by Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, maybe.
I told you were gonna laugh.
Okay, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Lil Mama.
Uh-huh.
Lip
Fair.
gloss. Lip gloss.
Classic.
My lip gloss be poppin'. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys jockeying.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now,
Wait.
when Anna still lived down here,
Yeah.
it was Mambo number 5, but we would change all of the names.
Of course.
And it was just a little bit of Tempe
Yeah.
in my life, a little bit of Anna by my side. Yeah.
A little
Nothing-
bit of Tempe.
a little bit of Anna's life. A little bit of Tempe
all night long. A little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
And it works. It works because
It
you're
does.
like, wow,
Uh-huh.
he wants me that bad.
Oh my
God.
Oh my god. You know, I was like, oh, okay, little girl. And then I turned it and I realized I had an entire another page of notes on this fucking movie. Wait, every SOS horror, including the pillowcase. Oh, this was every 80s horror movie, including the pillowcase on the head.
Well, I was just looking at a note and I was like, the SOS were wild. What? The 80s were wild. Parents just didn't watch their kids or care. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you ever doubted that we only share a brain cell,
Yes.
you just need to compare our notebooks.
Yes. Okay, so I love, this one scene just made me roll. We have a suspect. The mayor called. We have an expletive deleted suspect. Is it the kids or the psycho? So much nipple.
I predict a nipple every week.
Yes.
Yep.
It was nipply.
This was a nipply movie.
It's just extra icing, for God's sake. Oh.
My last note,
Don't-
and I stand by this.
Okay.
The 3 kids in this movie
Yeah.
and the little shits from Eden Lake deserve each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what they deserve?
What?
An ass whooping.
Her eyebrows, though?
Oh my god.
That little girl's eyebrows?
Yeah.
I have a husband. It's the 80s. Look how on fleek those are.
They weren't kidding when they called her, what was it, doll face or angel face?
Angel face.
Angel face. She was cute.
I have a
Creepy, but cute.
I made a joke.
Make a joke.
So don't let them eat cake. He was like, he pretended he put rat poison in the icing and then like iced the cake. I wish this were euphemisms. He literally iced the cake.
Yeah.
And then like she's like, he poisoned the cake. He poisoned the cake. And then he like takes a big and then like
These kids were gross.
They were gross and like violent, but for no reason other than wait, can I explain it?
Do it.
Okay. So the reason these children were evil is because they were all three born on a solar eclipse. But Saturn's view of Earth was blocked, which gives them their freaking emotions. And because Saturn's view was blocked, they were born without emotions or the ability to treat people properly. So they're murdering psychopaths.
Mm-hmm. That's the plot, kids.
That's the plot, kids. I cannot make this up.
She's not.
And it was explained. Like, ad nauseum.
Thank you.
Like Exposition City, because Saturn was blocked, they don't have a personality.
Thank God Joyce just so happened to be obsessed with astrology because her hot teacher found it interesting.
Yeah. That poor little girl, though. The evil little girl.
Yeah.
I can tell they made that actress really pull that bow and arrow.
I know. She was
like shaking.
Poor thing.
I know.
There's something about, this is so personal, but there's something about little kids struggling to pull a bow that makes me want to cry. I'll talk about it in Patreon.
I just saw a TikTok.
It's personal trauma.
I saw a TikTok that was like, yes, I'm a millennial parent. And it showed the kid with the phone with the flashlight on. And he's like, I don't know, 10 months old. And he's like playing with the phone with the flashlight. And the dad's going, you're doing a great job holding the flashlight, son.
I had to hold the flashlight for my man the other day.
Oh, God.
And he just went, hey, could you just move it up a little bit? I'm sorry. Don't be mad. He was like, no, it's fine. I just need you to move.
I cannot. I was doing something, like, my kid asked me to hold the flashlight for him, right? So I'm, like, holding it. And they look at me and they go, how are you not shaking? And I went, practice. Just do what you need to do. Okay?
Can't hold it for much longer.
Sweating bullets,
Bloodshot red eyes.
Yeah.
Slowly crying.
No feeling left in my arm.
How many times growing up did you hear, point it where my hands are, not where my eyes are?
Okay, see? But that's my thing, is I'm always like, where you're looking, where you're reaching, right? Because, like, in my thought, like, yeah, you need to see what you're doing, but, like, if you're looking over here, you need to see what you're trying to look at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd never get it right.
Never.
So,
I don't either.
you know what? We need those little lights that hook up on the thing, so I don't have to hold shit.
Oh, my mom has this belief in magnetic flashlights.
So you just pop it where you need it?
Oh, when I got my car, that was one of the things that I absolutely had to have in my glove box. But her reasoning was, if you ever get a flat, you could just put it there and you can see. Little did anybody know my car is 98% plastic. It doesn't stick anywhere.
It's okay. The first thing my mom got me was a window punch.
Yep.
So we see where the
window punch and
the seatbelt cutter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's hard for a woman out there.
Oh, we haven't even touched on the like self-defense portion of it,
They want me to drive this big car. Aw. How would I ever? Sorry. Just no, disclaimer. That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Obviously. She drives a truck.
I do, and I'm about to drive a soccer van. Kill me. Anyway, so
you love it. You've been wanting it for so long.
I really have, but that's
really
so I can do
wanted it for
dirty
so
things
long.
in the back seat.
Fair. Yeah.
You know. Okay. Anyway,
Why do you think I like that my seats lay down?
thank you. So let's get to this movie that I was excited to do.
Ooh, the Eli Roth.
Yeah,
It's Clown.
I'm always excited to do Eli Roth.
He's not in it, unfortunately.
I know.
Would have been significantly better had he been in it, though.
Yeah, he's just all around not smart. Who? Not smart. Okay. I don't know.
Are we talking about the main character?
I guess. Prison Break and Satan.
Oh, you know what, though? Because I have, oh my god, men are so dumb.
So he must have done something.
Men are so dumb, never drink something from a super creepy old man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, if a creepy old man in a warehouse says, would you like a cup of tea? You say, no, thank you, I'm fine.
No. Oh, there's another Annie in this one, too.
There was.
So the guy was in... Oh, yeah, the other guy. He was a Prison Break and Satan, and he's been in a lot of stuff. So this movie pulled an Eli Roth.
Yeah. Wonder why.
It pulled an Eli Roth. The beginning of the movie, you're like...
What?
And then suddenly out of nowhere, it gets super freaking scary.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? Why? What?
This movie is actually nightmare fuel.
I'm not afraid of clowns. I think I said that when we did
I'm not
Stitches.
afraid of them. I don't like them, though.
They're whatever.
Yeah.
They're whatever to me. But,
I'm scarred from 2016.
Everybody's scarred from 2016.
You remember when the killer clowns were like a thing?
Oh, yeah. I was excited.
Have I told you about my Ren Fair story?
What?
The one with the crazy clown.
Oh, okay.
But not the one-armed ICP clown, but like that. Did I tell you that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where she was trying to get in the porta potty because her drugs were in there? Yeah. Not that one. 2016. Keep in mind, we have been drinking heavily.
Yeah. Of course.
One time, do it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's foggy. It's like 3 a.m.
Oh, no.
I have to pee.
Oh, God.
So bad.
Yeah.
And I get out of my tent, and it's the campgrounds, where it's like rows and rows, and we're at the very back of a row. There are porta potties, like right over there. You just got to walk down the road, take a left. They're right there. And I peek my head out, and through the fog, I see 5 clowns standing at the end of our row, and I went, I'll hold it. And went back to bed.
That's fair.
I'll hold it.
That's fair. I would have like... No.
That was a weird year.
This was... 2016 was awful.
It really was.
If 2016 was your year, you are Satan.
What are you, a Pisces?
No. Ugh. If 2016 was your year, never speak to me.
We can't be friends.
Never speak to me.
We can't be friends.
Oh, I love this movie.
Yeah.
It really gets scary.
It does.
Like, at first, it's silly.
Yeah.
And then it's sweet. And then it's gone. No. Like, it is, though. Like, it gets scary. Seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah. It gets scary. It gets so, like, the body horror is on point.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Leave it to Eli.
Iconic.
I know. I just...
This has an ending that always makes me scratch my head in a how are you going to explain that to the cops kind of way.
Yeah. There's a movie you need to see that we need to do.
Okay.
Called XX. And
it's not going to do much.
And it's a 4 anthology kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there is one that reminds me very much of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, it's a good watch.
Yeah.
And it's on Tubi.
It is.
Do it. Okay, now look, these last ones.
Yeah.
Are so good.
Are we doing the Darude one first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is your first note Darude?
Second note, badass soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
First note, I bet they're Tories. The movie is All My Friends Hate Me. Spoiler alert, I was right.
Yeah. Secondhand embarrassed.
I was about to say, one of the scariest things about this was the cringe.
Yeah. Oh my God, just leave the buttons alone. Oh, he kept adjusting the buttons. Like, buttoned up, couple of buttons, couple more unbuttoned. Like, just leave them alone. They look good. It's okay, baby. Go downstairs.
Him was nervous.
The chick from Barbarian and Black Mirror.
Yes.
My goodness, my fear of pull cords verified. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a pull cord thing.
With the
thing. And Oh, he's not a good man.
No, he was not a good man.
Bodies.
He was not a good... It did have some bodies feel. A lot of my notes are just, go home. Just go home. You're not wanted.
No. Oh! Okay,
Oh.
I just remembered. Like, you can play it back and watch.
I usually do.
As, like, the realization of what happened in this movie, hits me. I remember this movie now. And the no was when they are driving. And he's like, you know, so you don't want to marry me now. And she's like, no. And then she's like, I'm just kidding. You can't take a joke. Of course I want to marry you. And his face goes from like, oh, thank God. Wait, she'd marry a guy who did the things I did? What kind of woman is this?
Right.
That was the scariest part of this movie for me, is his face realizing, who is she that she's okay with what I have done? Mm-hmm. Does that make her worse than me?
Yeah. Because this guy was not
He was not a good person.
And, like, we can't say how bad of a person he is because it really, really ruins the aha moment of the movie. But, oh my God.
I think that's what, like, this movie clicked for me. Like, hindsight movie clicking was when his face fell. Mm-hmm. That, yes, she would still marry him.
Yeah, because she got along a little too well with all of his friends.
Yeah.
And they were pretty friggin' awful people, too.
Yeah, and it was so weird because she was, like, she kept being delayed. Like, she wasn't showing up.
I thought she was in on it. I thought, like...
Yeah.
It was all... Like, I thought they were genuinely fucking with him psychologically.
Yeah.
And then, like, towards the end of it, when it's, like, the big revelation at the end... And I kind of had to sit and have a moment of reflection because, like, what he was believing through most of the movie is just how my brain works all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was an uncomfortable movie, but in the best way.
Like, this week went from, like...
Yeah.
Like, the horrificness grew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We started off silly and, like... See No Evil 2.
And then we get here.
And it's horrific.
It really is.
No, he was Discount Rory was not a good man.
He was a discount Rory. Discount
Rory. But yeah, no, of course I'd still marry you. Oh.
Why?
Yeah. Gross. Okay, I don't want to marry you now, though.
Because, like, the answer to that should have been, no, absolutely not.
The answer to that should have been, get out of my car.
You drove yourself here. Why was he driving back with her when he drove himself and she drove herself?
I don't know. I don't know. But that realization.
It was a...
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I was not expecting that gut punch at the end. That really, it really was. Like,
it was like the end of The Graduate, but more fucked up.
Yeah. Like, we talk about facial expression changes a lot here.
And he had a good one.
I would watch that scene again just for his facial expression.
Yeah.
That awkward, nervous...
hungover.
turn to, like, abject horror. Yeah.
I think it was also... I think I might have interpreted it a little bit differently because... it was a shock and a horror, but I thought it was a shock and a horror when he realized she's just like them.
Yeah.
She's just like them, and my emotions are a game.
Yeah. Yep, that too. Jeez.
Either way, he needs therapy.
I'd say that poor guy, but, like...
He wasn't a great guy.
He wasn't a great guy.
He needs therapy.
He needs... And jail time.
Probably. At least.
Yeah.
At least
jail time. That was not great. It reminds me of that... You've seen Storm of the Century.
Yeah.
Paisley Eye Patch.
Yes.
If you know, you know. I'm not going to talk about it here. Until we do that
movie. Until we do that.
Because we're going to do that movie, and then I'm going to talk about it.
Until we do it. Okay, so this last one was also not what I was expecting.
Has this song been stuck in your head all week?
I was singing it earlier today.
I sang it to my infant.
Yeah, I sang it to the dogs.
Coco-dee, coco-da. Coco-coco-dee, coco-dee, coco-da.
I almost...
So embarrassing. Okay.
girl with the dog. Not little girl. The woman in the trio of creepy people.
Yeah.
I wanted to do my hair like hers. I just couldn't figure it out. I didn't have the tools at my disposal today.
Food for the bunny family.
Because they were all dressed up like
the waiter.
Yeah.
Food for the bunny family. Yeah.
My first is, this bitch is iconic. And I was talking about the lady with the red hair that got onto the boat, and she had, like, the bedazzled sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was cute.
Just like fucking kids throwing up your guts, mommy. Oh, yeah. She's in the bathroom, losing her entire insides.
She's having a severe allergic reaction.
And the kid's just like, Mommy! Mommy!
And crawling underneath
Mommy!
the bathroom door to get to Mom.
I feel it in my bones. Mommy!
This was like a...
In goes my wife, out comes Freddy Krueger.
Oh my god. So, all of their problems later in the movie are beautifully foreshadowed.
Yeah.
Throughout the entirety of the beginning of the movie. And it wasn't until, like, upon reflection that I was like... Yeah, no, when they were being airlifted out and she said my daughter had some too, she might have the same reaction.
Yeah.
Nobody listened to her.
Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
Did you know the Freedom to Roam Act is indeed a real thing? I looked it up.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
It's mainly a Scottish thing.
Yeah?
I think. Yes. Yeah, I think. It started with an S and it's been a week. But no, it really is even private property. If you are there to, like, look around and do your thing, you have a right to, even if somebody else owns it.
Huh.
Yeah. It's just, it's the Freedom to Roam Act. And I looked it up because he was like, oh, not since the Freedom to Roam Act. And I'm like, that's not a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing. No, it's a thing.
It's a thing. A Casper without balls is not a real Casper. I loved that quote.
So, I'm not gonna lie. My notes are kind of
all over
disheveled.
The place, like the movie.
Yeah. So I've got girl with the sequin sweater. She's iconic. I said they're a cute couple because when they were in the hospital and he was showing her pictures of what her face looked like, and you know she was like, "Your reaction caused my reaction to get bigger," and he was like, "Can you blame me for having a big reaction? I was terrified."
Yeah.
Which again, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Because the first time he has a big reaction.
Yeah.
And he doesn't listen to her.
No.
And then, oh my god.
So,
but yeah, and then the baby dies. And I was wrecked.
I was going to ask how you were, but it felt, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but it felt like the child was of age to where it wasn't necessarily a check on Tempe moment.
It had the same effect that Hereditary had. In which... And you said this a couple of weeks ago. I cried those tears.
Yeah.
And it was... Colette, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She delivers.
Yeah.
And it was the her dinner monologue.
Yeah.
And how immediately after in Hereditary it switches to her in the bedroom screaming.
Yeah.
And that's when I, in Hereditary, had to go, can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah.
Luckily, they did not focus on it too heavily.
Right.
It was a very quick, help, somebody come help.
Yeah.
Couple screams.
Yeah.
Done.
Right.
And it wasn't...
The focus.
It wasn't the focus, so I was able to pull through.
Yeah.
Hereditary, I could not. It was...
You're not missing anything but a bunch of, like, old dicks at the end.
Yeah.
Like, old naked dicks.
And doesn't she, like, crawl on the walls?
Okay, that part is awesome.
But I saw that on the Shudder's scariest moments.
That part is awesome.
So I don't feel like I missed too much.
Honestly, I love that movie.
But yeah, from after that...
Midsommar gives me problems.
Yeah?
Yes.
I've been afraid to watch it, I'm not going to lie to you. I know it doesn't have my specific trigger in it, but...
It is hard.
I'm scared.
It is a hard watch.
Scared.
I've seen it more than once.
Yeah.
It is a rewatch because Ari Aster, I believe, has his dirty little hands in them.
Yeah.
I believe. I'm tired. If he doesn't, then fuck off. I'm tired. But yeah. let me just say, it is a hard watch.
Yeah.
But it has neither of ours in it.
Yeah. But it's hard.
Except the muted one that we kind of both share.
Oh, okay. Joy.
Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah, where it's not like...
that one. I know exactly which one you're talking about, and it's part of the reason that I was like...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did the time loop even fucking start? And it was one of my notes, right? Like, how did this fucking time... And then I turned the page, and I'm like, oh, they're all trapped.
Mine goes, what? Boop. I don't know. Wait,
He
what?
booped. He booped. He did the she was Doctor Who episode with the blanket over the thing, but it's the tent, and he boops her.
He does boop her. And then, wait, what? What the fuck? Time loop? What? Why wouldn't you just leave? Oh, got it. Time loop.
Yeah.
Just like, talk? I don't know. Therapy's the only way out of the time loop. And then I was kind of sort of right.
They weren't all dead. They were...
Well, that's Wait, what I want to ask. Do you think they got out of the time loop or not?
No. Here's my theory. See, I couldn't wait to talk about this. She's dead. The little girl's dead.
Yeah, little girl's dead.
She's got that present she was carrying around was the Coco de Coco Da music box.
Yeah. With the characters that terrorize the parents, yeah.
Yeah. That's her dream. She is watching the music box go around and around and around, so it is happening again and again and again. It's all her dead dream.
Ooh.
My theory.
Ooh. And see, here's my theory.
Yeah.
Here's my theory.
Okay.
We get our 1 year later, tense vacation. She doesn't want to be camping. They've clearly got issues. They've clearly had issues from the beginning.
But the bunny family.
Right, but the grief...
yeah.
It exacerbates
it's
it.
like,
I can't say that word right now.
What is the divorce rate for if you, like, it's like...
It's high.
High.
It's high. It's very, very high.
About as high as if the woman gets cancer.
That one's higher.
Yeah. Not if the man.
Unfortunately.
Not if the man.
But if the woman.
Yeah.
And not just cancer. Any terminal disease.
Yep.
It's horrific how high those divorce rates are.
Anyway.
But, I think it was still to do with the dead daughter, but like y'all need to get this shit right.
Like the 12 Dates of Christmas?
Kind of,
Where she has to keep reliving the same blind date until she changes her life and can find love.
Yep.
Only,
kind of like that.
Only you get eaten by a dog. What was with the dead dog?
The one that they hit at the end?
No.
Oh.
Like they've got a dog.
I thought that was a fetal cow.
Was it?
I thought it was like a fetal cow to represent the loss of a child.
I thought it was just a dead dog.
I was looking for symbolism in this one.
Wait. What's with the dead dog? They have a dog that is like repeatedly eating the couple.
Yeah.
And then the guy's just carrying around a fucking dead dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
But
sure there was like 5 other layers to this movie, but I'm just sitting here going, Groundhog Day.
Yeah. And see, okay, so I think
it's a true story about grief and love. And I'm just like, dogs eating people.
Dogs eating people.
It's Cujo.
Stanley Tucci first. If you're a longtime listener, you know what that means. If you're not, just know Stanley Tucci's not in this movie.
Stanley Tucci is nowhere in this movie. Stanley Tucci's in this room.
Stanley Tucci is with us always. Stanley Tucci lives within us.
I can't go anywhere
without my Stanley Tucci. Okay. Those are all the hints you're going to get.
Yeah. I need a notebook.
I think that... Okay, so the last sequence that we see of them trying to get out of the loop.
Yeah.
Is,
with the car wreck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the furthest that they made it out of the loop, right?
It's the endless.
Kind of. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
They hit the dog.
Yeah.
They crash.
Uh-huh.
They look at each other and immediately start hugging and consoling and comforting each other.
So they got out of the loop because they
I think they got out of the loop because they finally communicated just enough. Don't worry about it. They finally communicated. It's just the ghost.
See, I'm used to doing what I'm told. She's like, don't worry about it. Instantly,
I think it was, she didn't force him to stop to let her go pee. I think he finally effectively communicated what was happening enough.
Yeah. For
her to go, okay.
Yeah.
In the last one, his reaction wasn't as big.
Right.
He was still very like, we're going now, but he wasn't screaming, crying, honking the horn.
Yeah.
It was...
That scene was killer, though. Where she's in the tent and he's in the car and just
God.
like... Yeah.
Oh my God. Horrifying. So I think that the conflict that they had over the allergic reaction.
Yeah.
Where I didn't think don't worry about it. I didn't think your reaction was big enough.
Yeah.
And your big reaction caused me to panic more than I needed to.
Yeah.
And I think during that last rotation of the time loop, he lowered his reaction a little bit. He communicated a little bit more.
Yeah.
And because his reaction wasn't so big, it triggered her to be like, fuck.
Yeah.
She was able to calm down and listen. And I don't know if you noticed, she wet herself.
Yeah. I ain't asking him to make me go pee.
Right?
I will say I really enjoyed, and look, I'm going to say something.
Say it.
It's clearly a foreign movie.
Uh-huh.
Because they let the man be the one to have the knowledge. And
up until just before.
And not have it be another movie where a woman is trying to convince a man they're in trouble and he will not listen.
No, what it was a man being forced to be put in a situation where he has to communicate, his feelings to the situation and what it's doing to him.
Yeah.
Effectively and calmly to a woman.
Yeah.
The woman in his life.
Yeah.
It's such...
Foreign movies, guys.
It's such an intense and beautiful story. I don't even think that I'm scratching the surface.
I don't think I am either. I just watched, there's 2 movies that I watched. It was a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Mm-hmm. Shut up. It was a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Don't worry about it.
And don't worry about it. And I watched it and I get to the end and I went, oh crap, I'm going to have to rewatch this. Because...
Me with Saltburn today.
That's not for that reason, though.
No, but I mean, for that reason, but also for like a cinematography reason. I have questions.
Like I'm watching the movie and I read the synopsis, which I don't normally do, but like I was like, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm gonna watch it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the movie and I'm like waiting for them to give me the answer.
Excuse me.
Right? Like I'm waiting for and I'm like checking the time and I'm like. Where's the conclusion?
Me with Saltburn today.
And the movie just ends. And I go, oh crap, they didn't give me the answer.
Uh-huh.
I have to watch this movie again.
With my brain on.
Not expecting the answer.
I kind of love that, though.
I never expected at the beginning of the movie that this wouldn't have a ta-da,
Yeah.
And there wasn't. And then I watched a... Willem Dafoe movie. And they get to the end and I go, but did he really? Oh God, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe movies are good at that though.
It's called Inside.
Inside Dafoe.
It's all
I
about...
would like to be
it's all about Dafoe being inside.
Oh. Me?
Okay, look.
Me?
No. And there is a scene. I'm not like what do you call it where you can't watch people chew?
Misophonia? Something like that.
I'm not one of those people.
I'm not sure if it's miso or miso. That was a dumb joke. I'm so sorry.
I'm not one of those people, but there is a scene where Willem Dafoe is trying to suck ice out of the floor of a refrigerator, and it is so up close that I'm just going... Please stop. Oh, no, please stop. But it's a really good movie. Anyway.
Coco de Cocoda is an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And the song will get stuck in your head.
And that one chick has crazy hair and I love it.
Much like Vitamin C's Graduation.
Look, I know that Graduation is the Vitamin C song.
Yeah.
I think it was Vacation. It was featured in the Pokemon movie, the
Oh,
first
yeah.
Pokemon movie. That one's
Okay.
my favorite.
Yeah.
I liked that one. Well, guys,
Yep.
that's it for the list.
I don't think I have a phrase. It's just happy birthday. 'Cause
I have a phrase.
oh, we have a phrase. What?
Tucci first.
Tucci first.
Tucci first.
When in doubt, Tucci out.
Tucci's out for Harambe. Tucci's out
Oh my
for
god!
Harambe.
So I went to the zoo while I was in New Orleans,
Yeah.
right? And I'm sitting there and I hear this kid scream. And I like go to run and my husband goes, "It's birds and kids. What's the matter?" And I went, "I lived through Harambe."
Right? Oh god. R.I.P. Harambe. You're a real one.
Dicks out for Harambe.
And
All right.
Tucci's.
And
And
Tucci.
Tucci's.
Bye.